Oh, I'm looking for an apartment for my fighter, Killer King, and his wife, Dixie. I'm Jimmy Dill, his manager.
Well, you happen to be very lucky, sir. I just have one apartment left.
Good, they'll take it.
Oh, just a minute, Dill. What kind of gents hang out in this joint?
Oh, we have a group of very high-class tenants. They're very neighborly and friendly.
Oh, never mind the friendly stuff. The last place we lived, every guy in the joint was trying to make eyes at the little woman. When I cooled a couple of them off with an uppercut like this. Hello, manager, to us out.
Well, you won't have any of that kind of trouble here, sir. Oh, no, our male tenants are all very gentlemanly.
They'd better be, or you'll find crate hanging on your front door.
The killer is a very jealous man.
I'm beginning to get the idea. May I show you the apartment?
It's about time.
This way, please. It's very nicely furnished, and you won't have to worry about the men in this apartment.
Take it easy, you big hug. It was only an accident.
Yeah, what's going to happen to him ain't going to be no accident.
I didn't even see it coming. What's the matter with you? What's wrong with you?
Well, maybe it was an accident. I don't think a pudgy little worm like you'd have sense enough to get fresh in my Dixie.
You're right, mister. Why, if a dame even looked at him, he'd run and hide under the bed.
Jeff, landlord, I thought you told me.
Why is it, Mr. Abbott, 2 minutes after a new tenant moves into my apartment, your playmate Costello has to start a riot with him? Why can't he live and let live?
I don't know. He gets mixed up with that Dixie girl again. All he'll have to worry about is living.
It's a lucky thing for me that Costello broke away from Killer and ran out of the place. If Killer knew that Costello lived here, he would never have taken the apartment.
I'll speak to Killer in the morning. Maybe I can patch things up.
You better talk to him on the phone. It's safer. By the way, have you heard from Costello?
No. The last I saw him, he was a cloud of dust going down Main Street.
I think this belongs here. I found it hiding in a box in the park.
Well, I'm surprised at you, Costello, acting like a coward. Now, you go on up to the Killer and assert your rights.
That's just what I'm afraid of. Rights and lefts and lefts and rights. Not me. I'm going with Mike to the station house, and I'm going to sleep in jail tonight.
Why?
It's much safer.
Killer don't know you live here.
I know, but you know how this guy likes to gossip.
Why, that's crazy. I should tell him and have my establishment torn down right over my own head?
All right, relax. I'll go out and get some sandwiches.
You mean you want me to stay here?
Why not? Look, if you're afraid, just lock the door.
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
When I come back, I'll knock 3 times.
You knock 3 times, so it's just a signal.
You'll know it's me.
A code, you and I. Guy comes in, the Killer out like a corrupted guy. I'd like to buck him up. Lift it up. Abbott? Hey, Abbott. Knock 3 times. What's so funny? What are you laughing at?
Well, first of all, I'm not Abbott. And second, You don't need that to defend yourself against poor little me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I disturbed you, but I need your help.
If your husband catches me with you, I'll be the one that'll need help.
Oh, that's all in your imagination. I made him realize he was acting like a big baby, and he apologized all over the place. So don't lose any sleep over the killer.
Yeah. If he sees me talking to you, he'll put me to sleep permanently, and I don't like that.
Oh, forget him.
I'm just crazy about living. I love to live.
I know. Look, I want you to put this light globe up in my apartment. The old one's burning out.
I don't know. Why you always...
Oh, please. Look, Killer's training at the gym. He won't be back for hours. That's why I want you to put this new globe in so I can read till he gets home.
Oh, he's at the gym?
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't...
Oh, come on. Come on, I need you to help me.
The killer was here. He could reach up and do it without even nothing. No. Give me the ball. Well, here's you.
Can you do it?
No.
You can explain after his funeral. Oh, pardon me, lady. Little guy with beady little eyes and a mean little mouth.
Oh, heavens, Vidachi, now! If I'd have seen him, I'd have screamed.
Well, if you see him, he starts screaming because no lady's safe with that wolf hanging around.
Oh, thank you. I do hope you get him.
I'll find him, and when I do, don't look. You can read about it in the papers.
Thank you, kind sir.
I like that.
Hello?
Good morning, Mr. Costello. Good morning, Mr. Abbott.
Hey, she knows our name.
Yeah.
I met Mr. Fields when I was on my way out to pick my dog up at the kennel. He told me all about you.
Don't you believe anything that guy says?
Why, Mr. Costello, Mr. Fields had nothing but the nicest things to say about you. Said you were a perfect gentleman.
Are you sure you were talking to Mr. Fields?
Of course.
The bald-headed one.
Holy smoke. That fool furniture man left all this new stuff while I was out. How am I going to get it in the room?
Now, you've got nothing to worry about, Mr. Costello. Myself will take it all into the apartment for you.
I mean, after all, I don't want to come within 40 miles of this here woman on account of the killer, that husband of hers.
Oh, you don't have to worry. Doll wouldn't dare touch you after the bawling out I gave him last night.
Who's Doll?
That's Killer. I call him Doll when I'm not busy throwing things at him.
Well, don't be such a coward, Costello. Now, Mrs. King needs our help to take the stuff into the apartment.
Now, just a minute, Abbott. If Mr. King comes home, I don't want to be seen within 40 miles of this woman.
Why?
Oh, please don't worry, Mr. Costello. Oh, let me call you Lou. Killer won't be home for hours, Lou.
Don't. I mean, after all,
You're sweet.
I can feel myself getting carried away.
Shall we start with the divan first?
You're a sucker for a pretty face.
Oh, come on, get over there. I got this the stuff here.
Here, wait, I'll help you with this.
Oh,
You can understand over here. You have to get over there.
this
You
first
do it
piece.
myself.
Yeah.
All right. Come on, now get over there. There you are.
Got it? Easy now.
Take it easy. Watch out for your hands. Take it easy now. Wait a minute.
Stuck.
There we are. Well, come on, pull.
Tiger!
What do you call that, Tiger?
Yeah, Killer named him. Thinks it'll make him grow up to be ferocious.
Ferocious. He is a cute little fella, though.
I'll show you.
Cute little fella. Well, will you keep quiet a minute? Will you keep quiet? You see I'm talking to a lady? And is this about the place you'd want this here?
No, I want it over in there.
Over in here. Why do you put it over there when the lady wants it over there? Why do you put it in the center of her room?
You
This is
pushed-
no place.
You pushed it
Now,
in.
let's see. It's about that. Let me see. Yeah, we can get it over
Think we
there.
ought to
Well, now, wait a minute. Now, look, will you come on, stop playing around? Mrs. King rearrange the furniture. Oh, playing all the time. Oh, swing that around. Oh, never mind, never mind.
It'll hurt your little head.
Tell us which way you want it.
Right over there. Swing it right around.
There we are. How's that?
That's it. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, right there.
Now, let's get the rest of the stuff. Come on. Come on. There's the other stuff. Well, come on. There we are. Come on, bring it all in. Come on, get some stuff. What do you think? Get that stuff in there. Come on, come on, come on.
Aren't you home early, Mr. King?
Yeah, a little trouble with a couple of my sparring partners. Uh-oh.
Hurt my little head. Oh, run for the hills. The killer's coming.
Oh, don't
hide me.
Silly, don't be silly. He wouldn't hurt a flea.
Hide this flea. Hide me.
Well, gotta run along with the little wife. Gets awful lonesome cooped up by herself.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, so long.
See you later.
Get down, the killer's coming.
Get him covered. Hi, Dad. You're home early.
Yeah, I ran out of sparring partners.
They ducked out on you?
Nope, ambulance guys carried them out.
Mr. Abbott was kind enough to help me carry in the stuff the furniture man left in the hall.
Yeah, but thanks. It's nice to help the little woman.
It's all right.
Say, by the way, where's that little weasel pal of yours?
He just dropped out of sight. I don't know.
Well, if he wants to enjoy good health, he better stay out of sight while I'm around.
Honey, how do you like the new couch?
Gee, that's beautiful. Got any springs?
Yeah, the very best.
Who's that?
Oh, Tiger.
This is the dog. This is the dog, yes.
Oh. Ooh, just match the color of my eyes. Oh, gosh.
Is it comfortable here?
Oh, yes. I wish we had it this soft in the ring. What's in those bundles?
Oh, new drapes for the windows. I'll show you.
You're a mighty lucky fellow to have a wife that takes such pride and pleasure in fixing up your apartment.
You're telling me that's why I'm so goofy about the little woman. Trouble is, too many other guys get the same idea.
Yeah, I don't like meshes.
They're the scum of the earth. I've been too easy with them. But the next time I find a guy fooling around with my Dixie, I'm gonna ram his head right down into his shoes.
I don't blame you.
There they are, dear. How do you like them?
Oh, those are beautiful. Let's hang him. I'll help.
All right.
There, how's that? That beautiful?
No, doll. You have to put the drapes on the rod before you hang them.
Now she tells me.
Get the rod.
Who belongs to this hat? Now, don't lie.
Turn green. The plumber left it here when he fixed the sink.
What's his name?
Why,
Harry Stratton. I just happened to see him on the way out of here. He's a great pal of mine. Oh, boy, a regular guy. A fast worker.
Mm-hmm. And how come your pal Harry Stratton has the initials LC in this hat?
Oh, LC. Well, that was his fighting name. He used to be a fighter. They call him Long Count. Yeah.
satisfied, snooper puss? Now, come on, help me with the drapes.
A little pal of mine had a fight in Chicago who got a long count years ago, but his name wasn't Stratton.
Come on, get to the work.
Yeah, I'm going to have myself a smoke while you fix that.
Here, I'll give you a hand.
Thanks. Here, hold this end for me. Stand up and hold the rod higher. Now they're just about ready to hang. Oh, killer! Look, my lovely new left hand is burning.
Well, quit your yapping and get some water.
Take it easy.
Look at your face.
You! Why, this is your long... Doors.
Why did we have to rip this junk off the kitchen floor?
Because Mr. Field said if he took it up, he'd buy us new linoleum.
I don't believe him.
Ah.
Oh, I just dropped by to give you the killer's rent.
Why don't you get yourself a workhorse? That's all I do around here. I gotta pick this up, carry this. I gotta do the washing of dishes.
I very seldom ever ask you to do me a favor. Now, pick that up and take it down to Mr. Field. Are we going, Woodland? What are you doing? What are you doing now?
What's the matter?
I told you to put it on your shoulder. Take it down to Mr. Fields. Put it up on your shoulder. Put it up on your shoulder. Pick up your hat. Will you ever do anything right? Come on, turn around the other way.
Well, this is Sacco Schultz, our new sparring partner.
Glad to know you, Sacco.
Run along, Sacco. The killer's apartment's down the hall, second door to the right. I'll join you in a minute. There you are.
Now, go ahead and get out of there.
Mister, I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, what happened?
I hit him. It was an accident.
An accident?
I only hit him once.
You mean to say that you did this to Sacco?
Yeah,
Well, how many times did you hit him?
just once.
Well, he don't know his own strength.
This is the first time that Sacco's been knocked off his feet in 10 years. Sacco, how do you feel? What a wow.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh, I think I sprained my ankle.
What? Take him into Mr. Fields' apartment and get a doctor, quick.
Take it easy. Take it easy, Lou. Take it easy.
Imagine hitting Sacco so hard he sprained his ankle.
I'm sorry.
Boy, could I use that pal of yours.
For what?
We've had 3 sparring partners already this week. If I don't have one for this afternoon's workout, the killer will murder me.
Wait a minute. You want to use my partner, Lou Costello,
Who else?
as a sparring partner for the killer?
Certainly.
Oh, get that out of your head, mister. Just a minute. That's my buddy. That's my pal. That's my bosom friend. We were raised together.
Yeah?
I think the world of that boy. I wouldn't... How much is it?
$200 for a few days' work.
You've got a new sparring partner.
Great.
Wait a minute. Here he comes now. A little lying won't hurt. All right.
I'm sorry.
Hello, Lou.
Hello, I'm sorry this thing
Lou,
happened.
I'm sorry this happened, but, you know, you're taking the bread and butter right out of this man's mouth and his whole family. You know, he's married. He's got 9 kids.
Oh, my.
Yeah, they'll possibly starve to death, won't they?
Yes,
Oh, what can I do to help?
Well, you can save his job for him if you'll take his place for a few days.
Oh, I'd be more than delighted to help
See,
that poor man.
I told you that, didn't I?
I'll take his job because I wouldn't want his wife and 9 children to starve.
There you are.
On account of me.
Yeah, well, you'll be perfect for the job. Come on, let's go.
Thank you ever so much.
By the way, who's your next of kin? Your mother, huh? Mm-hmm.
Why did you ask that? They only asked that in case you die.
That's why I want to know. Come on.
Tough day?
No, just tired from hanging around.
Where's your pal Costello?
Oh, him and Killer up in the hills.
Have you called the police?
Don't get excited. Killer and Costello are the best of buddies. In fact, they're out doing road work together.
Well, now I've heard everything. When did this happen?
Well, the killer needed a sparring partner, and Dill and I convinced Costello to take the job.
What'd you use, ether?
Oh, no, certainly not. We told Lou that he was a regular sort of a guy, a real sporty fella.
And Costello went for that?
Why not? We told him the killer was lonesome, you know, one of those things.
Well, you don't mean to tell me Costello's gonna box with Killer.
Yes, but Costello don't know it yet. Don't say anything.
I'm gonna go dust off my first aid kit. I'll be back.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
2 hours. They must be running over all the mountains in the state.
Hey, what is this?
My own homemade liniment. It'll burn the hide off you, but it sure kills all the soreness.
It don't kill the one you rub it on, does it?
There he is.
What hit him? Hills. Hills up the up and down the hills. Your pal. Up and down the hills. Your pal Bud. Take it easy, pal.
What day is it today?
Friday.
Friday, no more hills for me.
No. Take it easy, boy. What's wrong, Lou?
Why did they do it to me?
What happened, Lou?
Up and down the hills, up and down the
You're
hills.
doing
You told me it was a nice job to take that man's place. He had a wife and 9 children. You told me. I thought he was a traveler.
Look, it's worse than that, Lou. She just had twins.
Oh, hey.
Think of one thing.
Give me a
You're
wheel.
saving his job, Lou.
I'm saving his job. Oh, this isn't a job. It's a project, Abbott.
Boy, he's take good care of him. Be very tender with him. Don't hurt
him. He's bruised all over now.
Okay, I'll have him fit as a fiddle in no time. I'll treat him like a lamb.
Hey, Skull. Where's the head? You lost the head.
Will you stop acting like a baby? A little liniment can't hurt you.
I'd rather be rubbed with a blowtorch. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, no. What, and walk out on Killer?
It's better than being carried out.
Oh, he had hurt his feelings.
Yeah, think of my feelings.
Oh, now stop worrying about yourself all the time. We're going down and get some coffee and sandwiches. And while you're relaxed, while you're resting, go and give those Indian clubs a whirl. Come on, boys.
Yeah. Wait, just a minute.
What?
I'm getting to know the meaning of that nearest of kin business.
Well, get next.
I'll get next. Next part out of this joint. They're heavy, those things. Killer. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. Come on. I'll help you. I'm gonna get you seated down. Don't. You're too heavy. Now stand up. I've got to get you some water or something. I gotta. Oh. No, this is. Mrs. Killer, please. Oh, dear. Oh, Mrs. Killer. Please. Oh. Get up. Just stand up a minute. Please. Stay over there. Stay over there just for a minute. Please. Oh, my. Oh, the whole thing broke. Wait a minute, mister. Wait a minute. Wait. Roll on the heavy side, kid. Stay over there. Now, that's nice. Hey. Help you. Get head up. Head up. Keep the head up. Mrs. Killer. Here. Stay right in there. Wait a minute now. Get you a little bit. Hold it up.
Stay up!
Boy, 20 miles of road work and do I feel great.
Mr. Killer! Killer! It's not what you think it is!
Oh. Oh. Come on, pick him up and come on. Fight.
You big bully.
Never...